Take a moment. What is the connection between lesson planning and student engagement? Are they connected? If so, how? I'll give you a hint. Lesson planning is big when it comes to engaging all of our students. So why is lesson planning so critical to student engagement? We know we want our kids to be intellectually engaged. This is the only way to close the achievement gap. There are 5 main steps to effective teaching and learning. First, you have to identify the problem or the need that your students have academically. This is where the teacher planning and the use of state standards and student data come into play. Without data and proper planning, the lesson is designed to fail. Next, students need to obtain new learning aligned to the need and format it for application. Well, let's be reasonable. Not all lessons can be fully student-centered and cooperative. Sometimes you just have to deliver the information. This step is normally done via direct instruction and teacher modeling. You and the student then have to develop new learning with support in the classroom. This is where the peer collaboration and guided practice comes into play. Let students help each other develop their learning. After all, it benefits everyone. Students then have to apply that new learning. This is done independently through independent practice and even homework, even though you want to ensure that they're fully understanding the concept before you turn them loose for independent practice. If students don't get it, homework is not going to be beneficial. It's going to be very difficult, and there may even form habits of doing things incorrectly that's very difficult to break. And finally, all need to evaluate the impact on student performance. This may be student self-assessments, exit tickets, ongoing formative assessment, reviewing the homework from the previous day, and so forth. So when you're planning, what is the best place to start? Backward design. Think about what you want to get from the lesson, or what you want your students to be able to do. But when you align all 5 of these steps, you are practically guaranteed to be effective. The easy way to remember all these steps is easy. 6 words. I do, we do, you do. First, the teacher presents. Then the class works together to practice the skill. Then students work independently to apply the skill. Sometimes a lesson won't be complete in just one day. Maybe you only get to the I do and part of the we do in that lesson. Yes, that would mean no homework possibly that day. However, assessment should be taking place throughout the lesson to help guide the lesson and outcomes to better engage the students and ensure success by all. The I do section should always be the shortest of the 3. Each I do section should never be longer than 15 minutes. We do should be the longest. Remember that bell ringers and the conclusion activities should only last 5 minutes max. I do, we do, you do. It's as simple as that. When you are planning your lesson, be sure to follow these steps. I can assure you, you will be ecstatic about the results. We will be looking for these steps in the procedure section of your lesson plan, and we can't wait to see and hear about the results in your classroom.